Now let's go to creative writing. Creative writing is unlike academic writing, ladies and gentlemen. Creative writing does not have specific rules like the academic writing. Yeah? It does not have specific forms, or it does not have any outlines that you need to follow. Okay? Creative writing, it's so beautiful in the sense that it has beautiful styles that you can actually adopt and adapt into academic writing. What are some examples of creative writings? Let's look at the slide here. Yeah? Some examples of creative writing are fiction. Okay? Fiction and non-fiction. You can even have poetry or poems, novels. You can even have short stories and even plays. Okay? Alright. Students, even though this module does not attempt to teach creative writing per se, however, it does try to motivate you to be a little bit more creative in your academic writing. Being creative here means it will enable you to express yourself better with more precise words and original sentences. Besides that, you will find your own style, your voice, and your tone within all the rules, forms, and outlines of academic writing. But again, students, to be able to do all this, what must you do? You have to read extensively into creative writing genres. What kind of genres? As mentioned before, poems, plays, short stories, fiction and non-fictions. You have to read those creative writing genres extensively, because somehow or other it will boost your vocabulary and fresh and new approaches of writing styles. Believe me, students, when you read extensively all the genres of creative writing, it will be able you to express yourself better using your own words, yeah, and thus making you find your essay sounds more original and creates more impact to the readers. Students, let's go to the next slide where it talks on bibliographies. It will be much into our understanding to know the meaning of the word bibliography before we go on. Now, what is bibliography? What is bibliography? Now, it is a list of writings with time of place of publication in preparing a document or essay writings. So when you do a research and borrow ideas from documented or visual materials such as books, newspapers, film, and etc., you have or you must give credits to the source where your ideas came from. This is because you have to include a list of bibliographies in the report. This is to avoid accusations of plagiarism. So students, there are two well-known ways of writing bibliography. So the first one is called MLA, or Modern Language Association. Now, MLA documentation style is widely used in fields like the humanities, history, literature, rhetoric, and also communication. Yeah? So on the other hand, APA, or American Psychological Association, is widely used in the social science. And both ways here include in-text citations and also work cited page. Now, what is in-text citation? Okay, in-text citation means documenting your sources within your paper for immediate review. Yeah, whereby work cited page means the last page of your paper that lists all the sources you cited. And sometimes students tend to write it as reference. Okay? Alright. So, now the next slides will show you how to make in-text citations and bibliographies entries based on the MLA and based on the APA system. Now, let's look at the next slide. Now, students, let's look at MLA Modern Language Association style. Yeah? Okay, the in-text citation should be replaced directly after a quotation from another source or a reference to intellectual property owned by others. So bear in mind the difference between MLA and APA. Now in MLA, yeah, the system normally focus or emphasis on the page number. Okay, the page number. All right, and also the bibliography entries also at the end of your paper you should include a page. So MLA focuses on putting the page number at the end after the author, whereby the APA, American Psychological Association system, emphasizes more on the year rather than the page. So that's the difference between MLA and APA. So see, focuses on the year. Alright? Okay. Now, so that's the difference between APA and MLA. So next we go to plagiarism. Now, students, plagiarism is a serious crime. Why do I say it is a serious crime? It is because it is actually stealing someone else's ideas or words and claiming them to be your own. That is why to avoid plagiarism, you have to do bibliography using whether APA or MLA style. So, these are all the definition I took from the module to emphasize more on what is plagiarism. Is to steal and pass off, yeah, the ideas of another as one's own. That means you claim the ideas to be yours. Okay? And then you use without crediting the source. Come on guys, you have to credit the person or the source where you took the ideas from. Okay? And then you commit literary theft. Yes, it's literary theft. Okay, you are committing literary theft here because you are claiming your own without crediting the source. And then to present as new and original an idea or product derived from an existing source. You turn someone else's work as your own. That's plagiarism. You copy words or ideas from someone else without giving credit. Poor guy. And then you fail to put a quotation in quotation marks. You give incorrect information about the source of a quotation. And then you change words, but copying the sentence structure of a source without giving credit. And copying so many words or ideas from a source that it makes up the majority of your work, whether you give credit or not. So remember, it emphasizes here, giving credit here, and credit. So basically, please avoid plagiarism. And remember, whatever quotation or citation that you took from any books or magazines, you have to give credit to the source where you took the information from. That's what plagiarism is all about. Alright, so let's go to the next slide, which is screening for useful resources. When you do research, there are so many books that you have to read. Am I right? So one quickest way, yeah, to screen to piles of resources such as books, magazines, reports, yeah, when you do research, is by reading the abstract of the book, of the magazine. So what is abstract actually? So abstract actually is the summary of points usually presented in a skeletal form. Some authors also say that abstract is the summary done by the author. Okay? So another way actually, besides reading the abstract, yeah, is reading the introduction of a book or an essay. Yeah, so when you read the introduction, be on the lookout for what known as stages.